Yes, that off. Yes. Hi. Good evening to you. Good morning to you from wherever you are watching my stream. Yes, I am back again this night from London, live all the way from myself. Yes, I can see Awadike Iberichuku Ade Adeoye, Jesse J. Iwapeluewa. Thank you. Perhaps I'll be able to give you guys update. But what we want to talk about today, the 10th day of November 2020. It is Tuesday in London, and the time is 20 minutes past 22 hours. So in other words, 20 minutes past 10 o'clock London time. Jackson Joseph, I can spot you. I know a handful are on the other side, but what we want to talk about is titled hashtag the state of hopelessness. Now, the number is there in case you want to ring in and you want to make your own personal contribution. That is the number to call. The number is there, it's scrolling. You can see it. See, I started off with my normal intro music, intro tune, specifically waxed free by one of my favorite artists that I made extremely popular, Makola Mambo. Heaven knows I still love him no matter what happens between us. Dwayne Godson, I can support you. Guys, you're welcome to the show. It's going to be a little bit tough because we will be delving just a little bit into the American politics. Make no mistakes. Yeah, American politics. We will go into it. So I've not said anything, but I deliberately played you the last recorded tune. Amen. And I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about what is going on in the United States. But before we do that, before we go into that area, I want you to look at this. You probably are not aware of that particular problems. That problem's been confronting you in the face, but it's never been discussed. And I was hoping that the other people who believe they are smart enough and who knows how to do research work will pick up on that particular area for a long time, but they've never picked up on it. And you know, because I am such a different human being, I do my own things differently. The way other people will do theirs. And that's why I am not normal. Because whilst people see things based on the physical plane of existence, I tend to poke my own eyes into the spiritual realm and exactly what's happening. And then because everything that happens physically has been settled in the spiritual realm. But not many people know. Not many people are aware of that. A lot of people are not. They don't even know. I'm going to show you some things. Before we go into the American politics, now, let me check who is who on YouTube and from the rest. Yes, I acknowledge Mwadike Berichuku. I'm looking at what is in front of me right now. Yeah, Adeoye, Jocelyn Noah. Good morning. Ife Nkem Nwobodo, Yomi Bakari. Yes, Jocelyn Noah, Ife Nkem Nwobodo, Ifi Nkem Nwobodo, Yomi Bakari, Matthew Olaiwola, Lamore Cakes. All of you guys are watching from the YouTube. I can see all of you. Yeah, Oduduwa too has arrived. Good evening. Yes, I have been extremely busy. I know for a fact that a handful of people, they've been trying their best possible to get through to me. But sometimes I have to shut myself down and then concentrate on exactly what I have to do. Osha Wachi Chiemere Edwin. I'm seeing that name for the first time. I know when I see names. And when you've been constant on my show. You have been a gem, especially towards the contributions that we made for our sister. I'm still going to give you guys the update. Yeah, there's a lot I want to discuss with you guys, but I'll try as much as possible to précis everything down. Yeah, they do watch me in the northern region. Ududua. I laughed and I was talking to someone in Nigeria earlier on today and yesterday. Lots of people, they've called me to express that they are worried, especially in Nigeria. And I told them, don't worry about me. Look, the Fulani, hopeless Fulani caliphate, rather than use the cows they continue to bury onto the earth for me. They should have been blessed by God if they used the same cow to feed the hungry Almanjiris that they bloody rendered hopeless through their feudal system. They are burying cows because of me onto the ground, and you think God will answer their prayers? No, I don't even have to pray to God. When God knows fully well that He anointed me to come and preach the gospel of truth, liberty to people. Sorry about that, guys. In that blank out, that black blank out. because my camera works directly with my broadband connections. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm back again. It is the fluctuations in the broadband. Does that make any sense? Because spiritually, to me, it does not make any sense. Because the same people that think they are okay in their gumption upstairs, they think they are okay up there. Okay, let me show you this. Look at this. Kwara State, they classify them as North. When it is good for the North, Kwara State and Kogi State will claim their houses. They are Northerners. But when it is bad for the North, then you see both Kogi State and Kwara State coming down south to say they are Yorubas. I know this too well. I know this too well. But the next tape I want to play you because somebody did make mention of that. And I knew this will come up, and that was why I was prepared for it. But I've got other tapes that I'm going to play. Now, watch this particular clip. And this clip was a clip between the former governor of Kwara State, Abdul Fattah, and his deputy. Before the Kwara people said Otoge to the Saraki dynasty. Watch this clip.
In this state, we thank you for our dear country Nigeria. We thank you for peace in Nigeria. We thank you for this organization.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Timmy. Did you see that one? Champion. Yeah, I can see I can see Wale Amodemaja champion watching this stream. Jimo Akin, Eliza Uzuchukwu, Charles Chukwu Eze, Jackson Joseph, Maureen Inc. Too is in the house. Thank you. Did you see that? Let me play it again so that you can see it. Now watch the governor and his aide, his closest aide, the closest man to him, doing like this. Watch it.
In this state, we thank you for our dear country Nigeria. We thank you for peace in Nigeria. We thank you for this organization.
Have you ever seen that? See, you're messed up, aren't you? That is why I taught this as the state of hopelessness. Champion William Odemaja, that was this man. Let me try and bring in his let me try and see if I can find his clip. Okay, I think I found it. You guys will know exactly who I am talking about here. Let me see if I can bring in his clip, guys. Yeah, that's if this will permit me. Yeah, Wale Amodenaja is watching, so I want to see if the system will allow me to play his fantastic clip. Okay, guys, loaded it up. Champion, you heard me mention Wale Amodenaja, but he made a spectacular video that went viral. And when I was talking about all those days, many of them did not see exactly what I was looking at. They never saw today, but the same last year, 2019, they all still believed in Bola Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu, and they campaigned for him. Whilst I saw the today of tomorrow 20 years ago. But they thought I was the stupid one. Listen to Champion. Display to the world.
Nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí àwọn ìkàlẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa olórúkọ púpọ̀ ni wọ́n olórí èèyàn ni wọ́n ti ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní London ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ayé lọ́ti tún ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ayé àwọn youth lọ́ti tún ṣe nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí bàbá a fẹ́ mọ̀ yín dáadáa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣe lè sọ orúkọ yín fún wa àti pé kí ni ìdùnnú lọ́jọ́ òní láàrin àwọn èèyàn.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bọ́dì bí gbogbo àwọn àbúrò mi àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn màmá mi àwọn bàbá mi bọ́n ṣe mọ̀ mí orúkọ mi ni Olúwọlé Owólabí Amodenaja. Mo wá láti ìlú Mushin, mo wá láti ìlú Nàìjíríà, mo wá láti àdúgbò kan tán, mo wá láti ìlú Nàìjíríà, mo wá nínú Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ Lagos State ni mo ti wá, mo dẹ̀ wá ládùúgbò kan tó ń pè ní Mushin. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn lé ní púpọ̀ nítorí pé ìkan nínú àwọn ọmọ burúkú Mushin máa ń pè mí. I'm one of the top 10 tó máa kà nígbà tèmi ń dàgbà tó bá fẹ́ ka àwọn ọmọ burúkú Mushin. Ṣùgbọ́n mo wá fi àkókò yìí sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ni. Mo fi àkókò yìí sọ̀rọ̀ fún àwọn olórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wa, Nigeria government. I want to talk to you today. We don't care no more. Either you do it or you don't do it. We don't care no more. And we give you enough respect for so long. We don't want to talk about you. And we don't want to talk about you because you are our father, you are our grandfather, you are our grandmother. But as time goes on now, the whole world is going. We are going to start talking about you because you chased me out of Nigeria since 1986. I can't live. I can't breathe. The government of Nigeria are not good. That's why you see everybody like this. We are here today. We are coming from abroad. We are rebelling. We are rebelling. We are rebelling. I don't want to talk about Nigeria. I don't want to talk about Nigeria. I want to talk about where I come from. I want to talk about Lagos State. I want to talk about Lagos State. Sanwo-Olu, if you are there, can you hear me proper? Can you hear me? I don't know. I am not a graduate. I don't know. I am a street graduate. I go to street university. I don't know. I don't know.
Champion.
I don't know.
Champion.
We have to say this. We have to say this once and for all.
That's right.
Let's say this out.
Say it.
Because
Let them know.
they are disturbing our life.
Let them know.
They are treating us bad.
Let them know.
I've been running away since 1986.
Let them know.
This is my 30 years in a way. I can't even stay in my country for 1 month. If I go there for 2 weeks, I don't even survive it. How can you imagine that? A country where there's money, a country where there's oil, a country where there's everything. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about the country now. I want to talk about where I come from. Can somebody show me the video of Mushin last week? I want somebody show me the video of Mushin last week. I'm crying because I grew up there. That is where I grew up. That is where I do all my youth. I go school there. I do everything there. But today, I see the place and I'm crying. And the thing that excuse my language. Ẹ̀sìn kò sẹ́ni tó dá ọba bí Ọlọ́run ò sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ tó tọ́ fúnra ara wa. Ọba bí Ọlọ́run ò sí. Ìwọ kí ìwọ tó bá wà ní ajẹ́ dípò agbára ládùúgbò mi. Tó ní kò sí bó ṣe jẹ́ tó ń fi àjà wọn mọ àdúgbò mi. Ìyá máa jẹ́ gbẹ̀yìn ayé ẹni o. Àìdá ojú mi lọ àbò kéré sí mi. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ó náwó nú pé kátúgbò yẹn má dáa ló wà. Àwa ń bí àti ìlọ lákọlà wà bí ìbọn. Ìsáìdà ká wá bá yín àbí ká rí yín níta ká bá ju ẹ ká bójú yín jẹ́. I got a list, but my phone is not here.
Champion.
I could have been mentioned name now.
Champion.
But very soon, láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà, àmà máa dárúkọ yín, àparò kan ò ga jù kan lọ láyé. Àbẹ̀yìn tó bá gorí ebè ó ti fẹ́ tẹ̀ ni a máa jábọ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ebè kẹ́ fura.
Yes, and in fact, I personally was very proud of William Odemaja Champion. Bold. He's always been bold. Never scared. Never scared. It's gotten to that stage. See, when I write, because that man you've just seen his clip happens to be my avid follower, and on many occasions see, he's been a friend, and I can never deny somebody who is a friend a friend. Very close friend. But we differ in some instances. He respects my opinion. He respects my views, my values, and my norms. So also I respect his. And you know what? Paramount. They know who I am, and they know that, oh, Frank is not the type that should be messed around with. Yeah, moonshine. Dilibelu. See, I played this tape earlier. Watch it again and see what's happening and why I said it is the state it is. See, Nigeria is a state of hopelessness. The entire world is equally in a state of hopelessness. Watch this.
In these states, we thank you for our dear country, Nigeria. We thank you for peace in Nigeria. We thank you for this organization.
The governor was not even comfortable with his closest ally doing Onyimusi. Yorubas will say Onyimu. Onyimusi pé ẹ máa wọ̀dẹ̀, ẹ máa wo bọ̀ fún tó lọ ń kó gbowó fún Bukola Saraki. See that? Okay, let's go a bit deeper. And what we are going to do now, that we're going to go into a bit deeper, I want you to look at this. Look at this. You have never seen this before, and nobody has ever talked about this. See, I do loads of research, and because my own research is an intellectually based research work, that is why the Hausa Fulani people, they hate me so much. And they continue to bury cows every day because of me. But they are wasting their time. They are wasting their time because I said to someone, I said, let them continue to bury their cows. But so long as the Hausa Fulani people, they have not attacked me or sent me the first arrow, spiritual arrow, or a salvo for me to respond. They've never done that. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, they've never done that. They've never sent me any arrow, or they've never shoot the first salvo. They've not done it. Because they know the implication if they do it. And I'm not boasting to them. All the Hausa, Fulani, no matter how powerful you are, I'm not boasting to you. No matter how powerful you are spiritually, I'm not boasting to you. It is my prayers. I'm praying for you to send me the first salvo or the first arrow to hit me. When that does, let me assure you, I know how to return what you've sent. And by the time I return it spiritually, I will give you 7 days to leave. And after the 7 days, you are dead. You'll be committed to Mother Earth. I promise you. What I'm going to do to you, if you send the first arrow, won't cost 1 kobo, won't cost a penny in England. It won't cost me anything. I'm assuring you that. Continue to bury your cows. You have money. Go. You're wasting your time. Rather than feed all those people who are hungry in the north, you're burying a live cow because of me. And then somebody somewhere then said, oh, AD. I decline it in Jesus' name. There's no amount of AD that can come round me, because the spiritual source of all creation had already built a wall of fire around my space. I belong to Jesus. Make no mistakes. I often tell people I'm probably one of the few lucky ones that Jesus loves so passionately. But the New Testament, I don't believe in it, because you cannot slap me in one face and expect me to turn the next face to you. No. I believe in Moses' law. You slap me once, I will bring out my knife or my cutlass and I will cut your head off. Period. See, yes, I don't believe in Jesus' law. Jesus loves me. I'm saying it, I'm one of the most lovable person on the surface of the planet that Jesus Christ loves so passionately. And I know that. And there are so many things that I have been doing and I still continue to do that Jesus Christ himself preached. Not through Christianity, of course, because most of your pastors and all those prophets you see in the Christendom, they are all rogues anyway. I don't go to church, but my deeds and what comes out of my heart is what matters to Jesus. Yima Ubo Gudu, yes. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I believe in that so strongly. I won't wait for anyone. I'll take my own revenge. Sorry. You slap me and you think you're going to go free. No, you won't go free. I'll pull you back and I'll slam your head off. You see, I played Amen. You came late. There was a reason for that. Now, before we go into the next one, guys, I showed you this. Let's go into this. None of you have ever thought of the fact that the Economist Intelligence Unit published in 2019 the world's 10 least livable cities. The worst 10 cities that you can never leave, that will make your life hell. You've never seen this. And this is where Frank Bello is different. This is where Frank Bello comes up with facts and figures to buttress his argument in front of the world. Yes, Dre, blood for blood, if you want to put it that way. Now, look at this. The world's 10 least livable cities. Now, you can see the table is divided up into 3 columns and 10 rows. Maybe some of you will not understand. In the first column, you'll see index. In the second column, you'll see city. And in the third column, you'll see country. Those are columns. That is a publishing industry jargon that you guys don't understand. And then the rows are Caracas, Algiers, Douala. Yes, those ones are in rows. So there are 3 columns and 10 rows. Pedro Osa Bohai, long time I've seen you. I can see the crest of the above Benin. Very proud Edo man. Yeah, I know. My wife is Edo woman too, so don't worry about that. I married one of you. And too many of my family too married from that side. Too many. I can't make too many of us. Right. You've never seen this. Now, we're looking at a statistics that says the 10 worst cities for people to live in, basically. The 10 worst cities that people can live anywhere in the world. Before we go into the nitty-gritty of this, let me assure you that there are 195 sovereign states in the world, according to the United Nations. Now, let's go into this table. 10 worst cities for humans to live. That's what we're looking. Now, in 131, which is number 10, is Caracas. The city Caracas is number 10. Worst city to live in the world. And the country is in Venezuela. And that is number 10. The index is 131 index. And that happens to be the 10th worst city. In index number 132 out of 195 sovereign nations is Algiers. City Algiers, Algeria, the country. In number 133, the city, the worst city to live on the surface of the planet is Douala in the country of Cameroon. In 134 index, we've got the city of Harare in the country of Zimbabwe as the worst city to live on the surface of the planet. Next is 135, Port Moresby. Port Moresby is in the city of a country called Papua New Guinea. In 136 is the city of Karachi in the country of Pakistan. In the index of 137 out of 195 sovereign states, according to the United Nations, is the city of Tripoli and in the country of Libya. Next is index number 38. A city called Dhaka in the country of Bangladesh. Next to Dhaka in Bangladesh is your own Lagos with index number 139. Lagos. The city of Lagos in Nigeria, a country called Nigeria. Worst city to live on the index of 139, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit. And Lagos was followed by Damascus with 140 in the country of Syria. What am I making? What is the argument here? The argument here is the fact that look at where Damascus is and look at where Lagos is, and you call yourself the giant of Africa and the center of excellence. Isn't this a shame that Harare, your next door neighbor, Cameroon, is on top of you? Caracas is on top of you. Algiers is on top of Lagos. And you've got Lagos in 139. And that's why I said the source, the Economist Intelligence Unit, the Global Livability Index 2019 of the Economic Intelligence Unit. I don't talk on the top of my head for talking's sake. When I buttress my argument, I buttress my argument intelligently. And that's why those piece of trash and those piece of garbage in the Northern Caliphate, they continue to dissect all my argument. Do I care? No. Let them continue to kill cows. Let them continue to kill goat. Let them continue to kill whatever they want to kill because of me. That's their headache. A lot of people are hungry in the north who should have been well fed with the resources they are wasting spiritually on just one single man. Isn't this a shame? Tamboroba Shegemutumu Banzani. Emeka Ogini, thank you. Yeah, let me go into the chat room here. I know a handful of you guys are already putting in. Timmy, thank you. Yeah, there's been fluctuations. I've got one of the best broadband in the country. So, guys, forget about when it synchronized, because that synchronization, my camera is trying to communicate with the broadband because everything comes through everything. That's why I said people should not call me when I'm streaming, because all my gadgets work simultaneously. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, we'll take all your comments. You see, guys, look at that. You've got 195 sovereign nations in the world. And all those nations, they've got their cities, prime cities. And Lagos happens to be the prime city for location 9, Nigeria. But out of the 195 sovereign nations, sovereign states of the world, according to the United Nations, let's take 195 out of 139. What are we left with? 56. 56. This is what they are not telling you. They're not telling you that things is that bad. But the rest of the world are telling you this is bad. But none of you, not even your intellectuals, not even your TV stations, not channels, not NTA, not TVC, are talking about that particular table. They're not talking about them. And that's why they want to put a gag on the social media. Because information that NTA, TVC channels, and many of the private-owned TV stations, such as AIT, are incapacitated to air in Nigeria, fearing that their licenses will be revoked, is what social media cannot stop from the likes of me, who are smart and person who knows how to do research and then put reports into a clearer frame of mind that you will understand and see and decipher. That's what they want to stop. That is exactly what Lai Mohammed wants to do, but he's not going to get away. See? No, it's not. It's not. I know I've got too much of you guys here. Lamar Cakes. If you want to go and sleep, go and sleep. You can always watch a replay. Yeah. Jocelyn said I should tell Maureen Hink that we are on YouTube too. I've posted it. Maureen will see that. Yeah. Matthew Olaiwola said Nigeria is a complete joke / drama. Indeed. Maureen Hink said evil people everywhere. Definitely. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? Yeah. Too many of them. John Utuk said, Baba Frank, I hail you. Thank you for that. I posted your message. Jackson Joseph, let me post your comment. You said, any Nigerian that talks truth to power in Nigeria or Nigerians who lives in diaspora that talks truth to power concerning Nigerian politicians, the person in question to our Nigerian politicians, such as individuals, such individuals must be placed under crucifixion. Madness behavior, they shall never change. Indeed. I have been placed under crucifixions for a long time, but they were unable to get me. Dwayne Godson said, Maureen, Jocelyn and I are on YouTube. Maybe you want to join them. Maureen. Yeah, I think I've got a lot of you guys. Jimo Akim. You said Facebook packed the Iron Lady out and they're still in YouTube fighting. Yes. See, look at this. Yeah, look at that. Ecological disaster. It is 25 years today that Sani Abacha killed Ken Saro-Wiwa in Ogoniland. See, I've done too much expose in the past that not many people were talking about. That was why I got that 25 years ago. It's far more worse than that. You know, 25 years. And what I want to go into next is this one. I've never talked about the American elections. But you are looking at the two pictures of two justices of the United Kingdom, of the United States. There's a lot. Top right happens to be Justice Clarence Thomas, and bottom left, Justice Brett Kavanaugh. We're going to look into this issue. It is very important. Very, very important issue. But before we do that, let me quickly take you on a quick break with Akinwon.
Hello, 12. 1, 2. Engineer Bami Besoke. I'm proud of my heritage. It is what I am. Yes, so Homando you. It ain't you every time. Ale Homando Dede. Homamula Miji Hoju Shayel. Kimo Gumo Kiwa o Amalani o. Akaiba Tishe. Mi Akarona Gbegba. Ayulo Ayubo Owo Yen o e ma rin o. Láìlóló lẹ́ o, láìlóló. Láìlóló lẹ́ o, láìlóló. Akínwọ̀n mi, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o. It ain't your woman. That's the one. Ondo ekimogun o, motaila to. Ondo ekimogun o, motaila to. Ondo ekimogun o, motaila to se. Ondo ekimogun o, motaila to. Akínwọ̀n mi, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o, láìlóló, láìlóló. Ondo ekimogun o, motaila to. Akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi, akínwọ̀n mi o, akínwọ̀n mi o.
ACI activate.
Marcus Akiwon. Yes, fantastic. Now, I showed you guys this. Justice Clarence Thomas and Justice Brett Kavanaugh. See, I have never discussed with you the issue of the United States elections for obvious reasons. I've not done that. I tried to stay clear, and because I tried to stay clear out of the United States politics, it's because the US politics, German politics, French politics, the United Kingdom politics, the Russian politics, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand, and advanced democracy, they're okay. You are not okay in Nigeria. And that's why I am worried, because you are not okay. Because if you are okay in Nigeria and the rest of Africa, let me assure you, this will never happen to you. Watch this. Are you seriously okay? You're not okay. You're not okay. You're not okay when you get this.
In these states, we thank you for our dear country, Nigeria. We thank you for peace in Nigeria. We thank you for this organization.
You're not okay. You're sick. You're mentally disturbed as black race. You're not okay as black people. And some people will say, oh, Frank, you're too harsh. I'm not. That's the truth. That is the gospel truth. You either hate me or you don't want to buy into my own ideology, tough, and my values. I played this earlier on. Before I started, let me relay it back to you. This one. And indeed, God is love. He's love. You can see that clearly. And you can feel the energy. You can feel the passion. As opposed, you can feel the energy, the passion, as opposed to this.
In these states, we thank you for our dear country, Nigeria. We thank you for peace in Nigeria. We thank you for this organization.
That. Is there love in that? No. What about this? What about this one? Watch it once again. My mother used to own One of those days. Brand new. Guess how much? Cheap. Because Peugeot Automobile, they assemble those cars in northern Nigeria. Pan Motors was in Nigeria. Fiat Motors, VW, Mercedes-Benz, Leyland, they were all present in Nigeria at the time. But guess what? All these leaders messed you up. They messed everything up. They did. Now, let's go into this. This is the icing on the cake. Justice Clarence Thomas and Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Yeah. We have to go into this bombshell. Make no mistakes. It is a bombshell. We have to go into them, like it or not. A lot of people perhaps don't know. And the bombshell is all about the 2020 United States of America. Yeah. Now, few couple of hours ago, I gathered the CIA Homeland Security Department. They've launched the largest election sting operation in the United States. I've never talked about the US election. Osun Akiwande, good evening. I gathered, like I say to you, I'm saying it, I gathered. Although this is not confirmed, it could be confirmed for some reasons. It is not confirmed, but it could be confirmed for some reasons that over 500 elite units of the CIA, they've moved into all ballot counting depots throughout the United States to stand guard over all the printed ballot papers. See, what many people did not know before the elections in the United States that I gathered was that all the ballot papers to be used for the USA 2020 were printed with code. And the code, which I believe they claimed it's QFS blockchain unbreakable code, and that unbreakable code contained watermarks inside. So there were code inside the ballot papers, and those code equally contained watermarks. So in other words, the ballot papers that the American people used in USA 2020 was no ordinary paper. So far, as I gathered, 14 million ballots. 14 million ballot papers so far have been put through a laser scanner in 5 different states in the United States, and 78% of those ballot papers failed the test because they do not contain watermarks. I also gathered, although the investigation is still very scanty, that 100% of those failed ballot papers all had Joe Biden on them. What does this tells us? This tells us that we've got interesting next few days ahead of us, especially with the United States. See, a lot of people think Donald Trump is stupid, but Donald Trump is not stupid. In fact, they believe he's a dump, but he's not. But let me tell you, this is where Donald Trump is very smart. Because Donald Trump knows exactly what's going to happen now. He placed an invisible, he was very clever that he secretly placed an invisible watermark and a security code on the ballot papers, and he never told no one. So the Democrats are not aware. I gathered the National Guard are now going in with their infrared equipments that can easily read which ballots that are real and those ones that are fake. And that's why they are doing a recount. The watermarks on the official election ballots, the original ballots, are also registered on a QFS blockchain to prevent fraud. So, 12 states were targeted. Out of all the states, the Democrats targeted 12 states. The National Guard has been deployed to all those 12 states, and those 12 states are Alabama, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Colorado, Texas, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Washington, Virginia, Delaware, Illinois, and Kentucky. And in those 12 states, the officials are now counting the ballots. Just like the Democrats used George Floyd to mess up Donald Trump. And Donald Trump fell into their trap. Now, the Democrats are now going to fall into the trap of this sting operation, and whether this is going to happen or not, but they've fallen into Donald Trump's trap. If Democrats, they've fallen into Donald Trump's trap, then this fraud will expose to the whole world what this election is all about. Yeah. You guys will say I'm crazy. Baba T, I'll take all your comments later. Yeah. See, the Democrats fell into Trump's trap. But that's not all. See, it's not particularly cool how the amazing new Supreme Court justices, just one. You remember Amy. Amy was appointed and confirmed right before this election so that she can rightfully take care of the business of election fraud. Now, look, I showed you these two pictures. Look at those two pictures. I'll leave those two pictures in front of your screen. Look at the two pictures very carefully. Now, a black man and a white man. What do they have in common? Top right, bottom left. Black and white. What do they have in common? Now, I'll tell you. Here's what they have in common. See, top right of your screen is Justice Clarence Thomas. Justice Clarence Thomas is on your top right in front of your screen. Bottom left is Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Now, guys, allow me, if I may, to first take on Justice Clarence Thomas before Kavanaugh. Thomas, the black man, top right of your screen, before his confirmation as a Supreme Court justice in 1992, was falsely accused. Did you hear this? Before his confirmation as a Supreme Court justice in 1992, many years ago, was falsely accused by the then Senator Joe Biden of being a rapist. So in other words, when Joe Biden was a senator, accused Clarence Thomas as a rapist. The same man who wants to be the president of the United States in 1992 accused a black man, Justice Clarence Thomas, as a rapist. What were Joe Biden's motives for doing such a thing? Questions ought to be asked. Is Joe Biden a racist or not? Was Joe Biden scared of a black man becoming a Supreme Court justice in the United States? Questions. Tough guys. Tough questions ought to be asked. If Americans are scared to ask those questions, I am not scared because I want to prevail on the truth. I've never talked about the American elections, but it is my time to talk about everything because sometimes the patient dog eats the fattest bone. See, the fact that he was accused in 1992 by Joe Biden falsely, Clarence Thomas scaled through the confirmation process and subsequently got onto the Supreme Court. Now, let's come on to the man on your bottom left, Justice Brett Kavanaugh. In 2018, not long, 2 years ago, the same Senator Kamala Harris, Biden's vice running mate in the US 2020, also falsely accused Justice Brett Kavanaugh of being a rapist too. And for several weeks, Justice Brett Kavanaugh was tarnished by Kamala and other Democrats. They tarnished, they destroyed, Joe Biden tarnished and destroyed Justice Clarence Thomas in 1992, and then in 2018, Senator Kamala Harris equally did the same to Justice Brett Kavanaugh, all on rape allegations. Everything about the Democrats is all about rape because they know that rape will finish anyone in the United States. Now, last month, as you may recall, there was a new conservative justice of the Supreme Court that was added, and this person happens to be Amy Coney Barrett, who was nominated by Donald Trump and had to pass through the same confirmation process at the Senate. Amy Coney Barrett was also maltreated horribly by the same Senator Kamala Harris, Joe Biden's running mate, and her Democrat colleagues. Today, as we speak, the United States of America decides 2020. The destinies of both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris now lie in the hands of these conservative justices who, at different times, had falsely been accused and ridiculed by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I may not know this. Look, I don't know any of these Supreme Court justices, and I've never had any contacts or relationship with them. Nothing of such. But certainly, I don't think these justices will be pleased to see the same people who falsely accused them become president of the United States of America. Joe Biden's predicament is now further worsened by the fact that Donald Trump has tons of fraud evidences, including videos against the Democrats. These are two of the conservative majority Supreme Court justices that will decide Joe Biden's fate and determine if the Democrats' rigging will succeed or not, and Joe Biden becoming the president of the United States. And let me buttress this. As a Nigerian prophet rightfully admitted during his prophecy, Amy knows the right thing to do. And on this note, my only word of advice to Joe Biden is, dear Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, I wish you the very best of luck trying to explain yourselves as people of truth and integrity to the justices you had previously falsely accused of rape. The law of karma is real. So, in other words, you reap what you sow. No doubt. You have to reap what you sow. I've never talked about that, but I have to. I know it is, I don't want many people to watch the show, that's why. Because I love it when I come live and I don't want you to see the stream. I love it when I come live that you have to, as a matter of fact, watch the replay of the stream. Baba T. Yeah. Some of your comments I cannot post. Yes, indeed. Trump set a huge trap for them. Yeah, they are. They did. Baba T, how the hell do you defeat an incumbent but lose more House seats and can't win Senate? Correct. Don't worry. A lot will be revealed in the next few couple of days and weeks. Baba T said Clarence Thomas is not considered black in America. Why? Let's show Clarence Thomas picture again. Why is he not considered black? He's a black man. Yeah, because he's conservative. They're probably not seeing him as being black because he's conservative. Now, make no mistakes. I'm a conservative too in the United Kingdom. A lot of people don't see me as black too. They see me as white because I am conservative. Even Babangida said I am white. IBB said I am white. Everyone said I am white, that I am not black. If people consider Clarence Thomas, as a white man, that means he's doing something differently. The way black people does their own thing. He's doing something differently as opposed to this.
In these states, we thank you for our dear country, Nigeria. We thank you for peace in Nigeria. We thank you for this organization.
Yeah. That's why they consider him not being black. I can say that. Yeah. I'll go through some of your comments. And Musu Akiwande, thank you. Yes, Babati, you said because. Yes, I am a conservative, and to be honest with you, because I'm a conservative, I want to protect my space. I don't want anybody to come in. That's why I'm a Yoruba man. I don't want any Fulani or Igbo person to come into Yoruba land. And a lot of people don't know. Yeah, they don't. Yeah. Guys, let's bring the stream to an end. Yeah, we bring the stream to an end. Others can watch a replay if they want to. We've discussed a few bits and pieces. I'll be back again. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I doubt if I'll be streaming tomorrow because I'm still compiling all my videos, voice notes, notes. I want to archive them properly, in a manner that if I need any material, I can easily go through those materials at any given point in time. Now, I'm not going to take much of your time and your space, guys. So I am going to bring the stream to an end, and tomorrow is Wednesday. There is the likelihood that I might be streaming on Friday live. If I have to stream on Friday, I'll do it early so that some of you will come in, you'll enjoy it. But sometimes I have to look at the differences in time from the east end of the world and the west end of the globe. So guys, thank you guys. We'll do it again and we will stream again. And until the next time we meet, I wish you God's guidance, protection, blessings, and for God to look after you. Take care of yourselves and God bless you. Good night.